I realized recently that I'm kind of traumatized by blight. I've been working in community and economic development, and I studied it in grad school for like several years, and talking about blight and thinking about blight was never really a big deal until it happened to like my family homestead. So I don't know if you can tell the dramatic difference in looking at these two pictures, but so this is the house that I grew up in. My parents lived in it for 45 years until last year when a home invasion was like the last draw. And then this is what it looks like now. So they sold it to the first people that made an offer, who offered half of what they were asking for it. They just wanted to get rid of it. So even in like a little less than a year, you can see how fast blight can happen.
Blight is an interesting word, right? Because it's a word that has a legal significance. Where an area is declared blighted, our federal laws allow a local government to exercise powers of eminent domain if they choose to. That is something that can go a lot of different ways depending on what is at stake. So I really encourage people to actually focus on the specifics. Are you talking about abandoned houses? Are you talking about overgrown lots? Are you talking about people who are disconnected? Those are three different kinds of problems with different kinds of solutions. And I think it's a little bit dangerous to bundle them under a single label, and especially a label that actually has such a powerful legal significance and a powerful history in this country.
From the community standpoint, I mean, what can we do with that property? I mean, it's there, you guys don't own it, the owners still own it. You can't give the rights over to the community, not to my knowledge, so what do we do?
You want to build anything anywhere, you have to pay some money at that time into a common fund that can be used for blight abatement everywhere.
You'll see these houses, having lived downtown for 17 years now, where it'll start out looking just a little rough, and then 3 years later it's looking worse and worse. And there are houses that I know of downtown that, you know, you can see this happening, and you can see the destruction and the elements and everything.
The reason why we're here is to bring together a community of advocates and technologists and policy folks who are interested in this incredibly important issue of blight and vacant properties, and see what are some of the ideas that are percolating across the country, and also what are the solutions and different tools and technology that people are using, what works and what didn't work, and how we can bring all those different ideas, not just here to Macon, but also share it with each other across the U.S.
I think that blight is making it more stuff than you can care for.
I hope that, you know, there's some creative solutions. There's a lot of really specialized people in all these rooms talking about all these different issues and finding overlap. I think, you know, getting these department heads and these nonprofits and these community leaders all in the same room, people realize, you know, I can help you with that. You know, here's a need, I see a need, and you know, that's what my department deals with, but we didn't know each other until we sat in this room together. So I think that that's going to be the biggest thing, is that networking opportunity and those social connections.
We have a couple of classes this semester that are going to be focused on this project, and so they're going to do some even deeper investigation, and then they're also working with some of the local nonprofits to you know, talk about what the solutions could be and what they're doing out in the community, and doing some needs assessments and pilot programs, that sort of thing.
I feel like if we were to leave right now, I think we would even think this event was incredibly successful.